My name is Fineface, Dumnamene Fineface. I'm the Research and Project Officer of Social Action. And we are here at Agbara community in Ughelli North, local government area of Delta State. We are here to see how people are living with gas flaring in the Niger Delta. That the government had passed laws for it to stop. Even just yesterday, there was also a law passed by the House of Representatives for gas flaring to stop in Nigeria. But we still have this kind of thing happening here. And you can see people around using and staying very close to the flaring all their lives. I don't know how people like this can survive and live according to their lifespan in the Niger Delta. So we are calling on the oil companies to see what they can do to stop this kind of thing and channel this kind of flames into usable LGP gas and other commercial uses that will be able to make the people to be richer and not for them to live with fire like this when they are making their money and staying in air conditioners in other places that they are working.
I'm Comrade Augustine Eyanokwa Omukwe. I'm from a very community, Agbara Ughelli North Delta State.
Are you from this community?
Yeah, I'm from the community.
How long have you been living with this?
I was born and brought up in this community. I attended primary school in this community, known as primary school in Owewe. I attended secondary school, which is Hebrew College in Agbara. Before I went to the university in Africa. So if I came from school, because there's no job, I'm still in the community, people try to also do things.
Do you think this learning is affecting you or your neighbors or your community in any way?
This learning is affecting me directly, affecting my family, affecting my brother and sister, affecting the indigenous of our community. Because the reason why I say it's affecting us, if you look around our cloth, around there, they are dying. If you plant any cloth here, they will not have to wear because it's taking the oil at the ground. So the land texture of this place is not good, it's no longer good. Before, this place is very fertile, but because of the fire, it dry everywhere. And even our mommy you are seeing here, they are beginning to fast. They are fat before in nature, but you see that they are very slim down because of the fire. Because so why is it so? Because our oil, the fertilization is taken away. That's why it's affecting us seriously.
So what would you want the government or the oil companies to do about it?
Oh, thank you very much. So this question you asked me now, that really shows you have the feeling of a human being. And you want this country to do something good in my community. I will beg the federal government and the state government to do something great in these people. Let them bring empowerment to the youth. Let them bring the education standard to this environment. Let them give the women micro-skin acquisition so that they can go into trading, because they can go to farm.
My name is Joshua Gereji. This is at Agbara community. Since I was born, I've been living in this area. And this flare has been here for the past, since I was born, this flare has been here. It has never gone off one day. Comrade, this question you ask is even annoying me the most now. Because as we are standing here, we can't even stand here comfortably. My back is burning as if there's direct fire behind me. That quest, look at the crops around you. Look at the crops. They don't even look healthy. They are very fragile. They don't look healthy. By now, this cassava was planted about 6 months ago. They are still dwarf. It's not as if God created this cassava this way. But because of this heat, cassavas cannot do well here. Nothing before you plant and you get good yields. Now you get nothing. Look at the fire. is always on. Look at our mothers, they are here. Because they cannot, how much would they make a day? If they sell this cocoa gari, they cannot make 1,000 naira in a day. But because they cannot help themselves, they are here. No job, nothing. This fire is affecting us. No business. We believe that this fire can be used for other means. But what do we get? Go down into the community, you will not see this fire during the day. But the heat we face every day, just sitting down in your own house, you cannot be comfortable. The heat is so much. People are dying every day for lungs, different diseases. In fact, the smoke from here a day is not even good. When it rains, it brings so much carbon. We can't breathe freely. Every now and then, you treat yourself for nasal congestion. And the worst part, there's no good health care. To even remedy the situation from the hazard of this flare, they should stop the flare. They should stop the flare. We don't want to say, let's do this. No, this flare should be stopped. We've gone past the stage of saying we want health care. If they must say they must continue, they must put measures to stop people from coming here. This is not the best thing to do. Thank you.
My name is Peace. So no work for here. Now make we the women they manage, they do the tapioca for here. Work not there. And the fire, when you enter come, I go turn you. Because don't be small, not to say I'm not, I go buy now I want to drink. So work not there, with the manager. It don't put money in trashes for my body, but I just enter like that. I can see it. So I just enter the manager because work not there.
So what's their message to government or to the oil company?
May they come help the women where they here so that no will come over for this fire. Now be.
If this fire stop now, you will still do this thing here.
I don't go do it for here now. If I see better work when I work, I don't go come this place. Cause enter fire.
When they say this business will stop.
It go stop. But before I go up, I make it give us better work. Before we do it, we stop.
So like how much do you make a day to sell cocoa?
Now manager, sometimes we go see 1,000.
For a day?
For a day. After this fire, when I enter like this.
My name is God Day. This is my community. You can see what is happening behind me. It has been a problem to us in this community. We have cried and we will not see where we cry to. Have done us harm in this place. Yes, it should stop. Immediately it should stop because if you look at the whole community, everywhere is hot. The weather is like a Sahara desert. Everywhere is hot. The community, you can't sleep in the night, can't sleep in the afternoon. Most time people do run out of the place and cannot stay. We have cried a lot, but we don't get answer.
My name is Fineface, Dumnamene Fineface. I'm a staff of Social Action, the Research and Project Officer on Energy and Climate. And we are right here in Delta State at Oremu Kokoanwe community in Ughelli North local government area of Delta State, here in the Niger Delta region. Right behind me is gas flaring site. There are tens of these sites around this area, and people live with gas flaring every day of their lives. Despite the fact that the government of Nigeria had passed several laws calling for gas flaring to be stopped in parts of the Niger Delta, we still have this happening. And people live around here, and their crops, their animals, and even themselves are affected. They were born into gas flaring, they are living with gas flaring, and they even come here to dry their popo gari, which is a staple food among the people of this area. And the intensity of this fire, from what I'm told, arriving here is low today because their workers are on site. So they care more about their workers, reducing the intensity of the gas flaring compared to what the communities are experiencing. So when it is night, they will increase the intensity and it will burn up to the length of what you see here. And people live in this area, and all their lives they have been cooking themselves with this gas flare, while the owners of these sites, the companies, the oil company like Shell, they are in their communities, and of course they are living well in their companies and with their families, and the people that are producing the oil having nothing to benefit or little to benefit from this, while they get their community on fire with gas flaring.
Grace. Room Kokwani.
We see gas flaring there around your area.
Yes.
How do you think they affect you?
In fact, I affect our Aisha. For Kidio, and what them there. What is the bomb is enough for did it? What can be in affect our like is it now? Never ultimate I'm here. He bleeding. The pork bonneting. Because the heating at the cannon. I don't know review with several. I may some to do tafido my gojera. I like a car with room. You know, Sansan, what if you're going to build my share now? You call it what a can't cover you. Obenu ya na atore. O toro benu na ya do bonena. O je gwe me share bi ko be boma. Share. O gwe bi ko be boma de. Ai ya re beru tere ai we. O be se run na wo poto. Kana le from Ughelli nu kai si bonena na kon na penu. Adoko do na wo de be bo yo le na wo nyo be kota. E do na gama mo go ge generator. Oh, honey, come on, bonnet. Ya disait, j'ai pris le cuir, so dit Jenna.
Yeah.
So what's your name, sir, and which community is this?
Okay, my name is Harrison Onyema. The community is called Diamond Estate. And we have been here for over 7 years now. So,
all right. I can see gas flaring behind you. How long has this gas been flaring?
the gas flaring was here before we came. In fact, it has been like that for some years now. I wouldn't be able to give you the specific time it started.
Now, do you think this gas flaring is affecting you or your neighbors or your family or this community?
Of course, you know that in gas flaring, you have a soot upstairs when it's on, and the soot spreads. The breeze will carry it, and even on the zinc, you see how dark the roofing is here. So within this zone, you see a lot of dark roofs and that kind of. Even on the car, when you park your car, when rain falls, you see the coating of the soot on top of your car. You will see it. Even the water. If the water comes and you fetch the water, you see that it has some soot on it.
Does it affect you, your family, or your health, or the health?
Everybody knows that the soot is not good. The soot is just like smoking cigarettes. And in fact, it's as bad as that. But because we are living around here and we know the implications somehow, we don't use it for anything meaningful like cooking or washing clothes. In fact, we don't use that. That's why I made a borehole. I use the water from the borehole to do my domestic jobs. Actually, sometimes in the day, it's the noise alone. When they increase it, I don't know how they do it, but when they increase it, you see the noise will be so high that people that are living far will be hearing the noise. When you leave this environment and go just another community, you'll be hearing the noise of the flame.
So what will be your message to the government or to the oil company that are doing this?
I think that the message to the company, considering the whole thing, they should be able to either make use of the gas by harnessing it, process it, and use it, sell it, and people use gas. Because this natural gas, the gas we are using in cooking, all of them come from there. They should be able to make use of it instead of wasting it in this manner. They also save the environment from all these harms if they were able to do it.
Now the government regulates things like this. What's your message to the government in terms of laws and enforcing of the laws and everything?
Well, the government makes the law, but some government, fails to obey the law. I don't know how to say it, because they should be able to ensure that things like this is not happening around us. At least to protect the life of their citizens. So now that's the message I have to them. They should be able to enforce it and then try to, make the place to be conducive enough for people to live in.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, we are good.
Yeah, what is your name and which place is this?
My name is Onyema Ekene, and this is the Diamond Estate, Umobole 4, Eche local government.
I can see gas flaring behind you. How does it affect you?
The first time that we came here, it was The noise alone wanted me to go back to our former place, which was at Dio Port Harcourt. And I wasn't happy about it. It was just as if it looked like a place of hellfire to me.
Does it affect you in any way?
Yes, it makes me sometimes to cry. But the noise alone, it makes us that we can't watch any cartoons of our church, because when we're watching, the noise will come and we have to cover our windows, making everywhere to be suffocated.
Wow, sorry. So what's your message to the company doing this and to the government?
I'm saying that let them, at last, let them try to use the gas. Let them don't waste it like that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, madam, what's your name and which community is this and how long have you lived here?
Okay, my name is Mrs. Udemba Onyechi. I've stayed 4 years.
Which community is it?
This Umebile 4 in Eche local government.
All right, so we can see gas flaring just by the side of your house. How long has this gas been flaring and how has it affected you?
Well, actually, I met the gas. I didn't really know when it started, but when I packed in, the gas had been existent. Actually, when you're talking about the gas, it's all about smoke, carbon monoxide. It's also react on human body system. The physical aspect of it, I know that the gas can actually affect just the heat aspect of it. What bad thing about it, they didn't know if the weather is hot or cold. All the case is about pumping the gas, so it's always affecting the heat weather and everything, the sound and everything affect the children majorly.
So what would be your message to the government and to the company doing this?
Okay. The aspect of the government cannot say they are ignorant of it actually. They know too well that something like this exists. So the company, what is good is what one's supposed to do, but we know in other developing countries, they make use of this. At least they generate it as source of gas cooking, but in our own case, we see it in this way. What I have to tell the couple, if they don't want the right to do, let them, they should do it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This is Umebele community. I'm Ahmed Rahim. Absolutely, it affects. When you look at the zinc, that's why you see today people choose to use colored zinc, long span, black, precisely. You see, yes, black, green. Before, people don't care, they use white, long span, but within a short while, the thing turned to black, and also as a result of this carbon from the flaring. Then, when you talk of plant, yes, like outside here you see the guava trees, they are not producing. You see cancer in the body of those fruits. The other day I just choose to fell down some of the purple tree I have in the premises because the fruits, they are not healthy. You just see them on top. Instead of changing color to ripe color, you just see them getting black. When you plug it, you'll be seeing wounds, staunch inside it at the body of the fruits. Then when you cut it, you see that stage you see outside already penetrating inside, and we could regard it as cancer. So
then how is the flaring affecting you or your neighbors or your family or people around this community?
it's all right, it's okay. That one is not far-fetched because when you look at this white window blind here, it's changing color. It's as a result of the soot. You understand? Though the soot, the black smoke there, precisely, they might not all be connected with the flare here. I think something else more than this flaring being responsible for that. But the flaring too is contributing in their own small quota. You understand? And then when you look at this thing now, consider all of us, we breathe in, and there's nothing to filter the air we breathe in. So what comes out of it is only none of us can explain what we are passing through. Until when you go to hospital, sometimes they will now tell you you have this, you have this. So that's we've taken our cross.
Yeah. So what would you want the government or the companies involved in this to do about this gas flaring?
If they can put absolute stop, that is permanent stop to it, I think it's ideal. But how possible it is what I don't know. Because they need to work in synergy. The government, the company in questions, and the society as well. Because sometimes when you ask questions, you'll be seeing a lot of sabotage. Along the line, these people will be accusing this one, these people are frustrating us, they don't allow us to achieve this. In which way, I don't know. But what we need is total stop so that we can live a healthy life.
So what would you like to tell the public or the international community about what is happening in your community on gas flaring?
Well, as to that, I think on us, we living here, we need to protect guard our respiratory manner, the way we respect anything we are doing. When you are out, when you don't need to be outside, stay indoor, at least to reduce, to minimize the level of intake of all this. Then on our own side, then we clean our dust, our house, our appliances often, so that there will be no deposit of all these things that we can later inhale when fan is blowing, all those things. So on our own side, though, we can do that on our own. Then when it comes to government, I don't know, they know the area they can intervene. Yes or no? So, but it's not friendly.